Hello folks, how's it going? Welcome to another video here on the channel. Apologies for the if this microphone setup is distracting or if it obstructs your view at all. I'm still trying to get everything set up in on my desk here and with the camera. There's only so many places I can put the camera where I can get the everything in the shot. But also get decent audio. So I'm recording with this mic here. Hopefully it's not too distracting for you folks. Really quick, I just wanted to make this video here today on something, and I've bothered my family. I wrote a blog post, quite a lengthy blog post actually, on this topic here, and I wanted to do a video as well. That is the topic of the new Netflix show, Jessica Jones. And the reason I wanted to make this video is not so much as a review, or not so much as an in-depth review, more as a quick overview as to my thoughts and whether or not you should give it a try. And to just start this off right off the bat, the answer is yes, you should definitely give this show a try. It's fantastic. Thoroughly enjoyed it. I will not read this this review verbatim because it is a little bit long and it's written for a blog, not for YouTube channel. A couple things that I wanted to tell in this video is, the first things first. Jessica Jones is a Marvel show. It's based on a comic, but if you are not super into comic books, you're not really a superhero person, don't even worry about it. This show is really first a drama, and a superhero show is definitely the secondary objective, which I can definitely appreciate because I'm not a huge fan of comic books or superheroes per se. So really kind of a unique approach to a comic book show. So don't let that dissuade you. If you've been thinking about it but you're not really into superheroes, don't even worry about it. Give it a try. It's a fantastic it's a fantastic drama, let alone a fantastic show. The other thing that I have to mention this, is the acting. Oh my god, it's just phenomenal to watch. First of all, Kristen Ritter plays Jessica Jones, the title character, and she is fantastic. There's one scene, and it is towards the end of the show, but there's one scene specifically that stands out in my mind. And it's just fun. I can't talk about the scene really without giving away spoilers, which I'm not going to do. But yeah, just a fantastic job from her. And of course, Mr. David Tennant plays the Kilgrave, the villain in this show, and his performance is stellar as well. I am a fan of his from Doctor Who. Of course, he played the Doctor a few seasons ago, and I loved him in Doctor Who. But I would say he was better in this than Doctor Who, and that is saying something because he's my favorite Doctor. So to say that he is better in this than he was in Doctor Who, for me, is actually saying quite a lot. So, it's just a really good show. I can't stop thinking about it, which is why I wanted to make this video. And like I said, this is not intended to be a review of any sort, although I will tell you, I did end up giving the show a 9 out of 10. Let's just say that I've given like 2 things in my life 10 out of 10, and I almost never give 10 out of 10. It legitimately has to be flawless. And this was almost perfect. As I mentioned in my review, there's something about the show, and it's nothing tangible. It's nothing that I can tell you specifically. The one thing that was lacking was the music. The one thing that wasn't quite right was the cinematography. No, everything was fine. The music was a little bit outside of my taste, but I think it fit the show well enough. A very sort of noir feel to the overall show. I mean, it's about a private investigator. It's about the drama of the past coming back to haunt the characters. So it's definitely a very noir feel, a very dark. It's both dark, subject matter is dark, and also the tone aesthetically is dark. It's a lot of nighttime action, a lot of shadows, and a lot of things like that. One thing that I will say, I will commend them on using color. The villain in this show is Kilgrave, and in the original comics, the villain was Purple Man, was his moniker. So the show, I can't remember. I don't think the show ever specifically calls him Purple Man. I actually am pretty sure it doesn't. So in the show, it's Kilgrave. He's the villain, but they pay homage to the original comics by utilizing the color purple when dealing with Jessica Jones flashbacks of him, or if he's using his power. A lot of times there'll be a purple tone to the shots, which I really appreciated. I thought that was a nice touch. The other thing too is I want to give a shout out to the cinematography. Just some really fantastic shots, unique angles, different things that you don't often see a lot in television shows or films for that matter. But it really helped to add to the series, take it a little bit further into that realm of being really, really great. And like I said, there was something lacking for me. I couldn't tell you what it was. Everything worked. Everything was well done, well put together. It's a very well-crafted show. And there's really nothing that would prevent me from recommending it to you guys. It is dark. If you like comedies, if you're a lighthearted television watcher, you like maybe a lighthearted crime show, maybe something like Psych that's a little bit drama but has a lot of comedy, you won't like this show. It's very dark. There's humor to it. There are humorous parts, but it is definitely a dark show. Deals with a lot of really heavy subject matter. So fair warning, if you're delving into this, it explores the darker side of humanity, but it does so in a really unique and I think tactful way. I would never felt that any particular point was trying to be offensive or anything like that. It was definitely done very well. So my commendations to the creative team on this show, as well as everyone who was involved, because everything was executed very well. Sorry, I keep looking over at my screen. I'm just going through a couple notes here to make sure I don't miss anything. And I'm going to say that is just about all. Yeah, fantastic show. Highly recommend it. If you are a fan of television, if you're a fan of cinema, if you're a fan of storytelling, this is definitely not a show to miss. If you do, here's a good analogy, I guess. I don't know if it's an analogy technically, but let's say you do not have a Netflix account. You've never had Netflix. Would I say it's worth signing up for Netflix to see this show? If you still have your month-long free trial, definitely sign up for the free trial. Check out the show, and if nothing else, you just don't pay them and they stop your service after a month. If you already have used your free month, I think it's a free month. They may have changed that since I signed up years ago. But if you have already used your free month, you're going to have to pay the $8 or $7.99 or $8, whatever it is now, to see it. Yeah, I would say it's worth it. I would say if you are thinking about signing up for Netflix just to see the show, it'd be worth it for a month. I don't think that it's for everyone, and I can't tell you whether or not it's going to be for you. If you are a fan of like I said, if you're a fan of really good television, and you'll watch just about any genre as long as it's done technically well, absolutely this is going to be a winner for you. And if you like dramas, if you like dark, hard, honest looks at humanity, this is definitely a good show. I would recommend it. Like I said, if you're lighthearted, if you would rather watch comedies and you don't touch dramas, this is getting to the level of like Dexter Dark. It's definitely a heavy show, but if you can handle that, please do yourself a favor and go watch it. It's a fantastic show. Highly recommend it, and definitely worth a watch. I will put a link in the description to my blog post if you want to go check that out. I am able to it's a little bit more of a review, tells a little bit about the show, but mostly goes into my thoughts and, of course, gives it that rating of 9 out of 10. And that is just about all. If you have any questions about this video or anything else, please do feel free to leave it in the comments section below. I'll go ahead and post like I said, the blog link in the description, as well as I'll post this video over on the blog post, so people reading the blog will be able to check out this video, see a visual representation of what I've written on the screen. And yeah, without further ado, I will go ahead and let you go. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and if you did, thank you very much for watching. If not, my apologies. Hopefully you'll like the next video a little bit more. And have a fantastic day. Thanks. Bye-bye.